Guys, ready for some food? Here comes old CWC. Oh, she cracks me up every morning. Come on in, girls. You girls like the new side? Hope. You're not supposed to get in there. Good morning, kiddos. Come on, come out. Come on out. It's nice out. Little man, you gonna come out? Little P. Yeah. Good morning, Magnolia. I think I'm starting to get into a rhythm again with milking, which is nice. Today we're gonna start on building the barn. I don't know about you guys, but every time I start a new project, or like the big part of the project, I get a little excited with the anticipation. I wouldn't say it's anxiousness, but it's definitely like, all right, let's make sure this starts out good and everything's going good. Ready for some more Willow? Hey. Good job. I'm gonna say 2 1/4 to 2 1/2 cups of milk this morning. Your babies want you. You're so noisy this morning. You ready for your last week of school?
I guess so.
You guess so. You're not excited?
I am, but I'm not at the same time.
Okay, you gonna miss your teacher?
Yeah.
Have a good day. I've had Willow in the back pen with her and her babies for a while. Now we're gonna open up the 2 stalls. You wanna come in here? Come on. Come on out. Come on, you stay. There you go. Willow's gonna be a good protector. She got her ears pinned back a little bit. The other goats better watch out. We got a bunch of pressure treated lumber we're gonna be using for sill plates, and then we got our anchor bolts at Lowe's also. We're gonna be anchoring the pressure treated lumber with these to the concrete. Got a Hilti gun to drill my concrete with. I want to mark my 2 3/4 inch mark. I'm going to drill a hole, small hole right here, so I can put a nail in it and run my chalk line off of it and make it a 1-person job. Perfect. I gotta do a few more of those and we'll be right back. All right. Our nail will be our 3rd set of hands. Hopefully we can do this all in one shot by ourselves. Pull it as tight as we can get it. Here, I can see that line. Do it again. All right, let's do it down here. I'm using high visibility orange to snap my lines. All right. Now I made these nails set in my 2 3/4 inch marks so I could go off of them again. Nice. Grab this. And again, we want to figure out where to put our anchor bolts, and we'll mark them. If we do one there, 5, 9, 13, 17, 21, 25, and let's go 28. Half-inch anchors, we need to drill 2 1/4 inches deep plus an extra 1/4 of an inch. So we're gonna go 2 1/2 right there, and we got it marked with tape. There we go. Let's get our first one going, guys. I have 41 1/2 inch diameter holes that I got to drill 2 1/2 inches deep today with the Hilti gun. A Hilti gun it's like a hammer drill on steroids, and it drills through concrete amazingly. All in all, I think if I timed it, each hole took about 30 seconds to drill, so it didn't take that long. While I was working on drilling out the holes, the construction crew texted me and asked me if they could come in today and finish up the grade, and I said, "You sure can, I'll be out here drilling holes." this front wall here, we're going to have a 9-foot wide garage door opening in the center. So we're not going to be putting anchors all the way across. We're only going to need it about 2 feet out on each side. I'm drilling the holes for the anchor bolts today on the eave overhangs. The concrete's still green, so it's drilling a lot easier, but I'm not going to be hammering in the anchor bolts because I don't want to crack it. So the holes will be drilled for now. I can bring back the drill I borrowed from my buddy, and then this way, when we get ready to build, the holes are already drilled. We can just pound in the anchors and go.
She's in my side, I got all night, so just sit tight, so just sit tight. When she lets her hair down, she drives.
Before I pound in the anchor bolts, I want to blow out all the debris and make sure there's no big chunks that are going to hold the anchor bolts from going in the depth that I need it to. I want to make sure I have a nut threaded on to the very top before I start hitting the anchor bolts in place. This does 2 or 3 different things. It gives me a bigger surface area to hit, and also this way if I hit it and I mess up the threads, the nut's already on. When I back off the nut, it'll straighten the threads back out. This particular anchor bolt, the directions say to make sure it's at least 2 1/4 inches deep into the concrete. I ended up putting my anchor bolts 2 3/4 inches from the outside edge of the slab. This way I can go dead center of our 2x6, and that's where the anchor bolts will align. And in theory, if I do that, everything should be squared up and good to go for when we put the barn on top of this. Drill a 2-step hole. The first hole that I'm drilling here is wide enough for the washer and the nut to fit in. And I'm going to have it so the washer and the nut are recessed in and it doesn't stick above my 2x6. And the next hole that I'm drilling here is 3/4 of an inch, and this is wide enough for the anchor bolt to come up through. And then I don't want the anchor bolt protruding through our pressure treated sill plates, because if it did, we're putting 6x6 on top of these. The nut stuck up, we'd have to countersink the 6x6, so doing it this way, I'll avoid doing that step. Putting the sill plate seal down so that way if we decide to heat the center area, which is going to be our workshop, we won't have drafts coming in under the sill plate and be less chance of critters getting into the shop. And we got one rock that doesn't want to come out. got the goats water?
Yeah.
Who's that with their head resting out the door? Is that Willow? Silly Willow.
Oh, did you let them all out?
All of yes. The
Oh,
kids
good.
are out and Willow is out with every. They're all
Because I was
together.
like, wait, why would Willow be in there? And you're like,
She's
is that
jumped the
Willow?
fence.
I know, because you were like, whose head is sticking out there? Is that Willow? And I was like, why would you think it was Willow? Like, did you let them out or did she escape?
You don't want to dump that out? You want me to?
Yeah, there's a spider in the bottom.
Hey, Hope, you should know how it feels. You should be nice to them. You don't want the spider in their water?
No, and I also don't want the spider to come out and get me. It's so
No more spiders. Look at all the goats.
This is what it's gonna be like soon.
Hey, little man. Little P. I just gave Willow a little treat and all the other girls are jealous now. Where have you been hiding, Figaro? Huh? Is that some good hay when you stand on it?
That's what they did over there.
Yep. You ready to go see if the chickens laid us even more eggs today?
Yeah.
Hey, look at that, a tick.
Where?
See it? Do you like it?
Yeah.
Does it look good?
Yeah. What is this one out for?
What's that?
What is this for?
Those boards are to build the barn on top of. The plastic stuff is to seal it, to keep it weather tight, so like say water can't get under it or mice can't get under it. Or insects.
I don't think we would really need it for mice because we have to grow.
I'll have to get the drone up and get a aerial view of what it looks like right now. We got it tapered so the water from there will run over to, we gotta fix up that culvert, and then it's gonna go there, and then it's gonna drain, go this way, and then the slab is 4 inches higher, so we don't have to worry about water going into the barn. It'll all go this way.
Where's he gonna put that?
Ooh. How many eggs do you think today?
8.
8?
Yesterday we had 6.
Yep. Let's see. 2. What? Oh, they're slacking. Yesterday we got 6, and today only 2. Sure was a busy day today. I told them if they weren't able to plate compact the gravel they put down, to leave their plate compactor and I would get to it tonight if I could. They're calling for rain tomorrow, so if I pack the gravel down now, I don't want to say it's like concrete, but it's a lot denser and the water will run off of it versus soaking in it as much. So I wanted to make sure we got a plate compacted before the rain came in. So I'm glad we got as much done as we did. It's nice to be able to get a couple of projects knocked off the list. I was able to get my sill plates down, and they were able to get the final grade set. So either tomorrow we can start building the barn, or if they show up, we'll be putting in the electrical conduit from the lane to the house. So we'll have to see what happens tomorrow and where it ends up going. It sure does feel good to be this far along in the project
This barn build has been like a lifetime dream of ours. We've never had a real barn or workshop in any of the places we live. So this is something we've been saving up and dreaming about for years and years and years. So finally seeing it come to fruition is just mind-blowing. It's just awesome. So I just want to encourage you guys, if you have a goal you want to get to and it doesn't happen that year, the next year, 5 years, 10 years, just keep on going for it. You're gonna get there. Delayed gratification isn't always easy, but it will come. Just keep being persistent, save, dream. Thanks for coming along on our journey with us. You are a huge blessing to us in our homestead, and we'll see you right back here in the next journey, in the next video at Lumnah Acres, a guide to modern homesteading, self-sufficiency, and freedom.